Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on the look that I am currently wearing. It's just like browns and like goldens and just very highlighted. It's a very beautiful look and it's like my favorite eye look right now. So if you'd like to see how to get this look, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so for this eye look, I'm going to be using my Morphe 25B Bronzed Mocha palette. And the first shade that I'm going to take is in the 4th row and in the 3rd column. And I'm taking this on my Makeup Shack's T79 flat shader brush. And I'm just packing that all over my lid. Now I'm going to be taking my Morphe M518 brush. And this is like a crease fluffy brush. It's just a little bit smaller so that I can really get into my crease and blend in the edges on this shadow, so it's gonna have a nice smoked out look and you're not going to be able to see the exact line where I applied the first shadow. And then I'm going to be going in with my M504 brush, and I'm taking the 1st row and the 1st column shade, and it is a nice warm caramel brown. And I'm just going to be blending this all into my crease. There is a lot of blending in this look because we want it to look very blown out and just very blended, which is very nice with the Morphe shades because they are very easy to blend. But like I said, it's just going to take a little extra time to make sure that these shadows are nice and blended together and that it looks like a cohesive eye look. And now again, taking my Morphe M518 brush with the first shade that we took, taking a tiny bit and blending that onto the crease so that it'll blend together very nicely. Now taking my Urban Decay Naked 3 brush, and I'm just using the flat shader brush side, and I'm going to be taking my Tarte Brink Force of the C palette and using the shade Jewel and just putting that all over my lid with however much glitter you desire for this look. And this is a nice brown golden shade, which goes perfectly with the first shade that we put on our lid. And then just going back in with the Morphe M504 with no product on it, just whatever's kind of left over to make sure that it's nice and blended and not any glitter is in our crease. And now to complete the look, I'm going in with some lashes. I'm just using the Ardell Wispies. They don't have a specific number, so I'll try to link the ones that I'm wearing in this video down below. But just your favorite pair of lashes will work for this look. And now just going in with some mascara, I'm using the Maybelline The Rocket mascara, and I didn't show it on camera, but I did line my waterline and I did tightline my eye, and I just used a Wet n Wild black pencil liner. I just didn't show it on camera because it was kind of hard to do without looking very closely into the mirror without poking out my eyeball, but I did do that as well. And then going in with the Makeup Shack's T63, which is just a very little fluffy brush, and going to be taking both the shades from my look into my bottom lash line, going in with the darker shade and then blending out with the more warm caramel color. And then going back in with my Tarte palette in the shade Escape with the same Urban Decay Naked 3 brush, and going to be putting this into my inner corner to brighten up our eyes and bring the golden tone back into the look. Also taking Escape and putting that onto my brow bone. And now I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Shell Beige 102, and just going to be taking this with my Morphe Beauty Sponge and putting this all over my face. And now taking my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Oatmeal 345. I'm going to be putting this underneath my eyes, on the sides of my nose, and the bridge of my nose. And now I'm going to be setting my face with the Pretty Vulgar translucent powder, and we're basically going to be baking underneath our eyes and the sides of our nose. And then taking my Morphe M530 brush with my Ulta contour kit. Could have every single shade that you need for bronzing / contouring. So I'm going to be first taking Warmth bronzer and putting this on my hairline, underneath my cheekbone, on my jawline, and taking it down my neck to really bronze up the whole look. Then I'm going to be taking the Makeup Shack's T17 brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Goddess bronzer, and it's very dark and very much darker than the first shade, but I'm going in only in really my cheekbone area with a very light hand and a very light amount. I'm going to be carving out my cheekbone and making sure that this is nice and blended. And now going in with the Makeup Shack's T27 brush, I'm going to be taking my NYC Sun and Bronze in the shade Hampton's Radiance. And I basically use this as blush because it does have a pink tone to it, since I don't really like completely pink cheeks, and this is a very golden look, so this is really going to complete it, but also brighten up your face a little bit. Taking the Makeup Shack's T1 brush, which is just a very big face brush, and basically just brushing off all of the baking powder on our face. Taking the same blending crease brush, just going to be fixing up the edge a little bit and making sure that it's still nice and blended. Then taking my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and this is my favorite setting spray because it actually works, and the mist on it is so fine that it's not going to just feel like you just splashed a bunch of water onto your face. But I do try to avoid getting my eyes from getting completely sprayed, just really on my face to make sure that all the powders and everything are blended together and I don't look so cakey. And now for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Candle Light Glow in the Rosy Gold shade. And the brush that I am using is a BH Cosmetic brush, but the number wore off of mine. So if I can find it, I'll link it down below. But I do know that it is from BH Cosmetics. So obviously applying this on the high points of my face. So my top of my cheekbone, I like to apply a little bit above my brow, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and also my Cupid's bow. Now I like for my nose to be very much highlighted, so I go in with the same Naked 3 Urban Decay brush that we used for the glitter on our lids, and taking a little bit of my highlighter and really focusing it on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. And now taking the other end of that Naked 3 Urban Decay brush, and I don't really know how to contour my nose, but I contour it just a little bit, just giving it a little bit of definition on the sides of my nose and in the front of my nose. But also I like to take a little bit in the bottom of my lip, and it will give you the appearance of bigger lips. Now for lips, taking the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nudist 354. This is my favorite nude right now, and I'm just going to be going in very carefully and making sure that every single line is very straight and it doesn't look messy. And then taking my Smith's Rosebud Salve on my lips, because I do like the look of glossy lips. And this is my everyday chapstick, but it goes perfectly on top of any lipstick. And it's very hydrating, and it's only like $6 from Ulta, and I need everybody to go get it. Okay, that is it for this makeup tutorial. If you do happen to recreate this look or take any inspiration from it at all, please make sure to tag me so that I can like your photos. All of my social media is always linked in the description down below. And if you did like this, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other requests for me, please leave them down below in the comment section down below. And please make sure to be subscribing. It is that red bar. If it's red, you aren't subscribed. So make sure that you are. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!